It's a beautiful night here in Sagaponack. We're at Wolfer Estate Vineyards. Welcome to WVVH-TV's coverage of the James Beard Foundation, Chefs and Champagne. I'm with Susan Ongaro, who's the president of the James Beard Foundation, and tonight we're at Chefs and Champagne here at Wolfer Estates. Now, you call this a party with a purpose.
Exactly.
Tell us about that.
Well, you know, for over almost 27 years now, this is our 27th event. We have, wonderful honorees, culinary stars of our culinary world come to draw crowds who are going to spend money and bid on great silent auction packages to raise money for our foundation's mission. We also give out scholarships, and actually for the past 12 years we've been awarding a scholarship in the late Christian Wolfer's name. So that's very special for the family of people here in Long Island. So tonight our Christian Wolfer Scholarship recipient is Jordan Werner, and it's going to be really wonderful for her to be a little bit of a star tonight, an honoree, along with our incredible chef honoree Marcus Samuelsson.
Well, your leadership of the James Beard Foundation, I think it's been around 11 years or so, has been outstanding. For those of you out there, this is the equivalent of the Oscars in the food industry, but you cover not only chefs, but also restaurateurs, and now you're even reaching the food market, the types of food that we eat.
Yes,
It's reached across the board.
Yeah. Well,
Quality.
Well, James Beard, first of all, was America's father of gastronomy. He was the first person on television teaching America how to cook on all those morning talk shows. So really, our foundation is also about thought leadership. It was his idea, like over 25 years ago, to cook in season with regional ingredients. He really championed that idea before anybody. So besides offering great awards for the best in media, TV, books, and journalism, and best chef and restaurateur awards, we also are giving out leadership awards. 8 years now. We gather thought leaders in the fall for a conference to discuss important issues of our time, and we also recognize great leaders who are making a difference in fighting hunger, agricultural sustainability, and other important issues.
That is the key word, sustainability.
Yes. But I'm also very thrilled that the past couple of years, our scholarship program has grown. Since 1991 now, we've awarded $7 million in scholarships. So tonight's, recipient, Jordan Werner, of the Christian Wolfer Scholarship, is just one of about 60 people who are going to be receiving scholarships this year to go to culinary school or pursue a career in food studies of some kind.
Speaking of tonight, we have a very special honoree, don't we?
Yes, we really do. Chef Marcus Samuelsson is no stranger to our Chefs and Champagne event here in the Hamptons. He has cooked for other honorees throughout the years, and so it was so exciting when I was able to call him to say he was going to be our honoree this year. And I really can't think of somebody who best represents being a role model for today's culinary students and chefs. I mean, he's a man who came here, was adopted from his home in Ethiopia by Swedish parents, comes to the United States, gets a job at Aquavit, where he's the youngest chef to ever get a Michelin star, and then he goes along and wins 3 James Beard Awards, including Rising Star Chef, Best Chef New York City, and he was recently inducted into our Who's Who of Food and Beverage in America. He's won awards for his books, but I think he's also not as well known and should be for all of his humanitarian efforts. 10 years ago, well, actually it was in 2010, so 7 years ago, he started Red Rooster in Harlem. And he really, I think has helped shine a spotlight on the economic vitality and culinary relevance of that area of New York City.
Well, it's interesting you should mention that. He employs, throughout his businesses, over 700 people. So he has taken his job as a great chef and parlayed that into something truly outstanding. Well, thank you again, Susan. You've brought to us the best of people here that you've honored over the years.
Thank you, Ernie.
And the quality of the James Beard Foundation, which any one of our viewers can be a member of.
Absolutely, and come visit us in the village, the West Village, the James Beard House. Anyone can come to dinner, and we really appreciate the friendship and support that we've gotten from you and WVVH. Thank you.
Happy to be here with you these many years, and hopefully many more years to follow.
Thank you.
Continued success, Susan.
Thanks.
Thank you. Chefs and Champagne attracts the best in chefs. And this is Roxanne Spruance, who is with Kingsley.
I'm the chef and the owner of Kingsley.
Now listen to this. You were just voted Zagat's
Best New Restaurant and Best American Restaurant this year in New York.
Oh, Roxanne! Wow, wow, wow! How did you learn about this? What brought you to being a chef?
I started cooking at Blackbird the year that it opened in Chicago in 1998, and I was 15. I was too little to cook with the big boys, so they put me in pastry, and I never really looked back. I moved out to New York in 2010 to work for Wiley Dufresne at WD-50. I then was the sous chef at Blue Hill at Stone Barns, and then I was the executive chef at Allison 18. I decided I couldn't work for crazy people anymore, and I opened my own restaurant.
Now, I have a feeling a few years from now, but not too many years, you're going to be our honoree. It sounds like you're into it in a very significant way, and you're bringing something new to the marketplace. What are you serving up to our guests tonight?
Yeah, we try. We're doing a grilled pork belly and watermelon salad today. It's in a ginger soy braise with some ricotta salata and scallions.
Wow, wow. Chef, I'm honored to meet you.
Well, thank you.
This
It's
is
nice
a
to meet
big
you
deal.
as well.
This is fantastic.
Well, thank you.
I think you're on to something, and obviously you've got a lot of fans out there that,
We're trying.
that really appreciate your restaurant. Now, where is Kingsley located again?
So we're at Avenue B and 12th Street in the East Village. We've been open for just over a year and a half now, so it's been good.
Cool area, cool chef.
We're trying.
Continued success. Chef Oliver Lang, welcome to Chefs in Champagne.
Thank you.
Featured restaurant Zuma.
Yes.
Tell us what you've brought our guests.
So today we have a few dishes we brought actually for our guests here. This one is a truffled Wagyu tartare, served on a Saikyo miso brioche, and on top we have fresh shaved Australian black winter truffle.
Oh my.
And then we brought Kwang-san, our sushi head chef. He is making temaki with spicy tuna, pickled cucumber, daikon cress, and a little bit of tenkatsu on top. And then we also have some assorted pastries with us, truffles with passion fruit, coconut lychee truffle, and pistachio truffle. And then later on, we're going to present one of our signature desserts. It's a coconut chawanmushi with exotic fruits.
And where is Zuma located?
Midtown Manhattan.
Wow, you guys have a premier restaurant. To be selected is a great honor to be here at the Chefs in Champagne.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's actually a very great honor to be here. We have done one event at the James Beard House itself last year, so for us to come here is very special, and I'm very happy to be here.
Well, you brought a lot for our guests and
yeah,
Zuma.
we wanted to make it special for the guests, you know. So we have to make up for the weather. So we were proactive and brought a little bit more of a joy.
Excellent. Thank you so much,
Thank
Oliver
you.
Lang. It's great to meet an old friend from our days on 54th Street and Park Avenue when Alfredo's reigned. You guys had a fabulous restaurant there, but now you've got something special for our Chefs in Champagne family.
Absolutely, absolutely. We finally, after many years, we've decided to make the original Alfredo sauce and take it out of our kitchens and the original restaurant in Rome and bring it to your home, actually. So we are producing it. We won this year. We won the best new product award, and we're so proud of it. And the New York Times has written about us. A lot of people have, and now it's available in Zabar. It's available online, and very soon it's going to be in some major outlets around the country.
Alfredo sauce, very famous.
Yes.
Little bit of history. This is Russell Belanca. You've been with the company how many years?
Well, as long as I can remember, but 35 years, maybe 30 years.
So
Yes.
you know Alfredo sauce. It's so distinctive.
Yes.
A little bit on the history of it.
Well, the history, it's a 100-year-old recipe. That's the first thing to know. The other thing is it was invented in a restaurant in Rome by a family named D'Alelio. They've been around for 3 generations. And the actual sauce is very special. It uses 50% Reggiano and butter, another 50% of butter. It's made with egg noodles, and the combination is perfect. It's 24-month aged Reggiano. That's what goes into the tubs in our sauce, and it is foolproof. And we actually can do it in about 8 minutes. You have a full meal, and it's the real thing. So it's like going to Rome and experiencing it there, or in one of our many restaurants that we've run in America throughout the years. We'll be opening another one soon enough, probably New York.
Okay, now how can our viewers find this great product?
Right now, you can go on Alfredo 1914.com. You can order it that way. Or you can also go to Zabar. And very soon, I believe it'll be in Whole Foods, Best Bath and Beyond, and many other outlets.
Excellent. Well, it seems you're going to be serving up a great meal to our guests here at Chefs in Champagne.
Absolutely.
Running into a fellow fryer, a great broadcaster, Bill Boggs.
Thank you, Ernie.
You love the Hamptons, don't you?
Well, we have a patch of earth here in East Hampton, in Springs, so yes. And I first came here a long time ago when you were just a wee little boy. When you were Ernie Jr. I came here a long time ago, had a house on Farmer John White's farm in Sagaponack, little beach house.
Well, it's so great to catch up with you. We have such...
You caught me.
Well, isn't that... I think you invented that expression, catching up with someone. But you really have done so much in this industry.
Thank you. Thank you, Ernie.
And we really admire what you've done. And here we are at Chefs in Champagne.
You know, I think that the older I get, the better I was. I think that's really what we're dealing with here.
I don't know about that.
You know, remember I was on the Food Network for 10 years, and I had the show Bill Boggs' Corner Table.
Yes.
Where it was like the biggest scam of my life. I got the Food Network to let me go to the greatest restaurants in America, sit down, eat for free with big-name celebrities, and be on television. They actually paid me to have lunch with Sophia Loren.
Yep. The best job in TV.
That was Bill Boggs' Corner Table on the Food Network for 10 years.
Well, you've always been ahead of the curve. Tonight is a big night here.
Oh, this is great. I love the James Beard Association. You know, the level of talent under this tent is just phenomenal if you analyze it. I've had 5 dishes so far in 4 minutes, and everything has been perfect.
Well, for our viewers, this is a 4-star event.
It really is. This is a great event.
You're invited to many of these, and we all know this is real champagne, real great food.
There's champagne? Waiter.
Baron de Rothschild.
Yeah, Miss Rothschild.
Well, I think I'm losing this interview right now.
Thank you.
To the champagne, but it's well worth it. It wouldn't be Chefs in Champagne without great companies coming here, bringing us something special. This is Allison, and she's with Brewery Ommegang from Cooperstown, New York.
Yes, hello.
Welcome to Chefs in Champagne.
Thank you for having us. This is our first year here.
You guys, of course, bring the party. Tell us a little bit about your brewery.
Brewery Ommegang is a Belgian-style brewery located in Cooperstown, New York, and we brew a variety of beers, both year-round and seasonally available.
So coming here, you're bringing something different. The taste matters, and of the 3 beers you're bringing, could we talk about those 3?
Sure. With us today we have Hennepin, which is a Saison, and we've actually partnered with Chef McGinnis from Root and Bone in New York City. He's making a shrimp and grits dish with our Hennepin Saison today. We also have Fruition, which is a fruit beer, a wheat beer with fruit in the recipe. And then we also brought Pale Sour, which is a new beer for us this year, and it's a slightly sour, very delicately balanced sour beer.
The evolution of beer, you guys are bringing it to a whole new level, and we thank you for being here. Yes.
Thank you so much. This is our 20th year for Ommegang and our first here at Chefs in Champagne, and we're very excited to bring something a little different to the event this year.
Now, I know you have a website for our beer foodies out there.
We do. It's ommegang.com, OMMEGANG, and on there is a beer finder, so if you're interested in trying us, you can look up retailers by zip code there.
Excellent. Thank you, Allison.
Thank you.
This is Paulina, who's with Audi, and Audi has brought beautiful vehicles here for us to enjoy here at Chefs in Champagne.
Yes, it's a beautiful event, and we feel our beautiful vehicles would be a great fit for such a great venue.
Well, it's quality.
It's quality.
And your company represents quality.
Yes, so that's a perfect fit.
Well, look at the selection we have here. Plus, we have some additional models inside. But this is amazing. This is a big year for Audi, isn't it?
It is, yes. It is pretty big year, and we brought our key models here. We have S5 Sportback, we have RS7, we have TTRS back there, and our R8 Spider inside the main tent. So.
Well, the Chefs in Champagne is a premier event here in the Hamptons, and having Audi join us only makes it better. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Paulina.
so much. Thank you so much.
Oh, I have some very good stuff. And right here, guys.
Our honoree, Marcus Samuelsson, congratulations,
Thank
sir.
you very much. It's always fun to come out to Chefs and Champagne here in the Hamptons at Welfare Estate. Such a great host, and sold out house tonight, I heard.
This is the ultimate honor for the James Beard Foundation. It puts you in the category with all of the greats.
With Danielle, with Bobby, with Martha, with Carla Hall, and you name it. But you know what? It's a great community. Cooking is such a... It entails so many different things, right? From purveyors, from line cooks, to dishwashers, to guests, to service. And for me to be part of it is something I feel blessed. And the foundation has always been supporting me in all of the different venues and endeavors.
Now, our viewers know you. You're a TV star.
Yeah.
And, you know, TV stars, could run for political office. That's one of the biggest qualifications, as you know.
You know what? I should... I love working with Chopped and all my friends. I'm actually... Mark Murphy and Alex going to be here tonight, and Scott Conan, all my friends. But kitchen is the office that I should run in, and that's it.
Well, if ever there's a movie of your life and what you've accomplished.
Thank you.
But right now, you're doing so much for the community. And we talk about being a great chef and having great restaurants and Red Rooster and cooking for the president.
Yes.
And, I should say presidents.
Yes, I've been fortunate enough to cook for several presidents, Obama, Clinton, and even George Bush Sr. and Laura Bush and so on. But, you know, they were all foodies. They all loved food. And then for me, what stood out was also Michelle Obama's initiative of the garden. Of that garden, we've really, she brought the conversation around food to Washington and to nationwide, and really challenged us as chefs. How can we build better lunch programs? And we took that challenge and carrying it still. So, I mean, the word restaurant means to restore your community. And in our restaurant in Harlem with our food festival and at Red Rooster, we're hiring locally. And I even see it here tonight. Think about all the young teenagers that are here volunteering, working. 10 years from now, you don't know if they're going to be the next chefs that have restaurants or being on TV. It has to start somewhere, and why not here tonight?
Well, you've not only climbed the ladder of success, but you've left it in place for others to follow.
Yes.
Your employment of people from the community, what you've done with your wife. Is it Eat Up, Harlem Eat?
Harlem Eat Up, that is something that Herb Carlton and I created together with our families, because we felt that great food festivals today is really a way to put the neighborhood on the map, locally but also globally. And we have about 15,000 people coming to Harlem every spring in May to eat and dine and wine and get to know our chefs. And we have about 1,200 volunteers working towards that. So it's a big endeavor for us, but it's also something that, you know, every great community deserves a food festival, and Harlem Eat Up is one of them.
Well, congratulations. This is just but the latest. You know, in 2003, you were voted, gave the award from the James Beard Foundation as best chef in New York City. I think from 2003 to now, it's only gone higher and higher.
Thank you so
Congratulations.
much. Thank you
so
very
much.
I'm honored to be here tonight.
Thank you.
And congrats to you. Through so many different changes of media, you doing your local work, you're doing your work, and you draw people to positive stories. It's very important. Thank you.
Thank you. The staff of the James Beard Foundation makes all of this possible. And I'm with Yvonne Ross, and I know you have your heart and soul in this great event.
Oh yes, we love this event. We're always excited to come out here, and it's really our highlight of the summer, so we're delighted to be here, and we're happy that the weather's holding up now.
Celebrating the James Beard Chefs in Champagne is celebrating 26 years.
Mm-hmm.
You've been part of it for a number of years.
Did 25.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
In its inception, was it Christian Wolfer who suggested you guys come along? What's the history?
No, it really was. It was really a membership drive, and it was held in a private home out here first. And then it just became bigger and bigger and bigger, and then we started working with Christian Wolfer, I would say probably 15, 16 years ago. And it has really just grown ever since.
Well, we're at Wolfer Estates.
Yeah.
And if anybody knows, if you hold a wedding here, you're talking about significant monies. Mm-hmm. It's the ultimate. I think Alec Baldwin had his renewal of vows here at Wolfer a few weeks ago.
Oh,
but this is a party where the public can come and be part of Wolfer Estates by being part of Chefs in Champagne.
Right. We raise money for scholarships. The foundation has a significant scholarship program. We're giving over $700,000 a year. And we actually this year have, we always have local scholarships, and we have a Christian Wolfer scholarship. And this year actually our car sponsor Audi is also matching a scholarship. So we're actually very pleased that we'll be able to give back to the community out here, and we hope everybody will come out and bid on our auction so we can make a lot of money for it.
What a success.
So, yeah.
Thank you for all the work you do and all the others that are part of James Beard Foundation. It takes 12 months to come up with this day.
Yeah.
And we invite our viewers, it's jamesbeard.org.
Correct.
Be part of it.
Come visit us at the Beard House.
You'll have and the Beard House also, weekly events.
Yes, we have about 200 dinners every year, so there's plenty of opportunity to come visit us and be a part of what we do.
Thank you for allowing us to be at your party.
Thank you for being here.
This is Chef Philippe Corbet, and he's with Lulu.
With Lulu Kitchen and Bar.
And Lulu Kitchen and Bar has something very special for us.
Yes, so this is a crab rillette with smoked salmon, wood fire grill, asparagus, avocado, and a little wasabi tobiko on a homemade brioche.
My God, how do you think up these things, Philippe?
It's, I'm always hungry, so that's easy.
Well, welcome, and your selection to being part of this prestigious
very
event.
honored, very honored.
James Beard Foundation.
It's a pleasure.
This is it, the ultimate. Tell us about Lulu. Where are you guys located?
Lulu opened now 2 months ago. We're 126 on Main Street in Sag Harbor, and we basically a wood fire grill and oven restaurant. So we cook a lot with wood.
And beautiful Sag Harbor for our visitors that come here to the Hamptons. Come see the East End, see the Hamptons.
It's a beautiful town. Today the town was so busy. It was unbelievable.
Now, will you be open year round?
Open year round.
Well, that in and of itself is news.
Thank you.
A 4-star restaurant, open year round in Sag Harbor. Welcome, guys. Welcome,
Thank
Chef
you very much.
Philippe, and we look forward to coming by and seeing you in Sag Harbor.
Good to see you guys.
Thank you. A busy day for Chef Andy D'Amico. You're working the grill, you're making the meals.
Yep, we're having a great time here. Yep.
Chefs in Champagne, and your restaurant is, sir?
We're representing Nice Matin and Marseille, 2 of my French Provençal restaurants in Manhattan.
Wow. So 2 of those restaurants in Manhattan here in the Hamptons.
We love the benefit. Whenever I get a chance, I like to contribute to any James Beard event. So it's a haul out here, but it's been well worth it. Plus, I get to cook on my big green eggs.
So, Chef, tell us what you've got for our guests.
Well, we made a shrimp patty. So we ground up fresh shrimp, and we mixed it with harissa, shallots, cilantro, parsley, a little bit of mayonnaise, and a little bit of breadcrumb. And we're throwing it on the big green egg, getting a nice little, we're cooking it through and getting a nice crust on it, serving it with a local mesclun mix with citrus vinaigrette, some local cherry tomatoes, and pickled onions.
James Beard Foundation, it's an organization that's made for individuals like yourself who use the best in local food to farm and to table.
Well, this is the time of year. So if we don't get to do it now, when do we do it? So,
Excellent. Well, continued success with all your restaurants.
pleasure to meet you.
If there's anyone who knows food in the Hamptons, it's this gentleman, Steve Hawilli of Word Hampton.
It's Word Hampton, and I'm here with Hamptons Television. Yet again, you guys cover this event annually, and I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad to see you guys.
But you know this event. You know food. I mean, you started in this business.
Yes, I did.
And isn't this an amazing event?
It's an amazing event, and tonight's a great night because, as you know, it's not too hot and humid as it usually is. We got a nice little breeze coming in. Honoring Marcus Samuelsson, who's really one of the great chefs who really made his name as the chef at Akavit. And he's Swedish, raised, Ethiopian born. I'm a regular at his restaurant in Harlem called Red Rooster. I don't get there as often as I'd like to anymore, which is a great restaurant. With him as the headliner, but always great chefs, we've got a couple of clients here. We got Lulu from in Sag Harbor, Lulu Kitchen and Bar. So
we caught up with them.
We always have a client here, and we're just glad to be here. I'm glad to be here.
It's amazing. The world of show business and cooking and chefs has all come together, hasn't it?
Well, it certainly has, and we now have the celebrity chef. There's the Food Network, which is present here tonight. So I guess it's logical. Everybody loves food. Everybody's got to eat, and this is a place where it all comes together here at Chefs in Champagne.
Well, Steve Hawilli, Word Hampton, I know you love the TV gig. I think you have a show going on with our friends at LTV.
LTV, I got a little show called Food Talk. It's a lot of fun. In fact, it's got to be fun. And really what I do is I interview my friends, largely, people that I've done business with, chefs, people I've worked with, maitre d's, cooks. But we just had, we have farmers on, we have bread makers on, we've had Carissa, who's, by the way, if you haven't had Carissa's bread, she's not a client, by the way. What tremendous bread. We've had Amber Waves Farm on, we've had everybody from Nick and Tony's to Estia to you name it, people from the North Fork. It's a lot of fun. It's Channel 20 on LTV, but make sure you watch Hamptons TV too.
Well, we thank you for the plug, but more importantly, we thank you for all you do to promote the food industry here on the East End. That's what our viewers want.
Well,
they come to the Hamptons, they enjoy the beach, and they want to go to a great restaurant.
Beach and food, that's the way. That's a good combo.
All right, stay well. We'll see you at the next one.
You will. Thanks so much.
An important reason for the James Beard Foundation Chefs in Champagne is our scholarship program. And I'm with Jordan, Arlene, and Lewis, and you are our recipients.
I'm the Christian Wolfer Memorial Scholarship recipient for this year.
Wow. Now, where are you studying?
I'm in the Masters of Food Studies program at NYU, and I have just this year left, so hoping to wrap up soon.
Wow. And Arlene?
Funny enough, we were actually in the same food writing class at NYU last year. I recently finished my master's, and I'm working on a project that I started while I was at NYU.
And Lewis?
I'm just entering the CIA this year, starting an associate's degree.
So this is some event, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, is this, when you walk and you see these different chefs and what they've all accomplished, I mean, does it give you inspiration to want to go forward?
Absolutely. I think it takes a lot of drive and entrepreneurial spirit to start anything. When it has to do with food, there's a lot of creativity involved as well. So I think it's the ultimate accomplishment to be able to accomplish anything in the food world.
Well, one of the people who founded the whole James Beard Foundation was Wolfgang Puck. And it's amazing how he's evolved with his career from being a chef to doing so much more. Do you see yourself doing that, Lewis?
Yeah, I would hopefully want to eventually, after I get out of the CIA, continue my career. Even though right now I'm working at Café Bouloud, I would want to keep going further and go up to at least a 3-star Michelin restaurant and eventually branch out internationally. From there, start my own business, hopefully.
Excellent. So what's your favorite dish?
Oh, my favorite dish? That's a really hard question. We were watching the cheese plate go over earlier, and I think that if that's not a cheating answer, that would be my answer.
And Lewis, that champagne is pretty tasty also.
I guess, but I'm still underage, so.
Oh my God. Oh well. Hey, congratulations. This really means a lot because all of this is to benefit what you guys are about. And you're the future. And I think the future is bright because the food industry has only gotten more exciting over these past few years. And I'm pretty sure you guys are going to, as one recipient of the James Beard Foundation Award, Emerald Lagasse said, you're going to notch it up a lot. So continued success to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome to Chefs in Champaign.
Thank you.
Chef Galen, and tell me your restaurant. You have 2 restaurants?
So I have Moss Farmhouse in Manhattan, in Greenwich Village, and also opening later this summer in Greenport is the Halyard.
Wow. Now tell us what you've prepared for our guests.
So this is Trout Piscator here, and it's trout, and we make a mousseline of watercress and smoked trout, stuff it, and poach it. And then it comes with a little salad of herbs, apple, and a horseradish dressing.
This is exciting. You've brought something different for our guests.
Absolutely.
And Chefs in Champaign, James Beard Foundation. You can't get any bigger than that, can you?
Absolutely not. This is wonderful. So great event. A lot of wonderful guests here, so it's very fun to be a part of it.
And you meet all your chef buddies also.
That's right. That's right.
Welcome to this event and to Greenport. We love having quality restaurants here on the East End.
Absolutely. We're happy to be here. It's very exciting.
To be at this great event and to run into our wonderful friend, Jeanette Barth Cohen, who is the executive director of the Hampton Classic Horse Show, the next big event out here in this Hampton summer. We love seeing you, and Wolfer Estates, they're part of the Hampton Classic.
They're a big partner of ours. They're the official New York wine of the Hampton Classic. And Joey Wolfer, who is one of the owners of Wolfer Estates, also has her Style Liner is a sponsor of ours, and she has her spot in our boutique garden for shopping. So they've been big partners of the Hampton Classic for a long time. This is one of my favorite events. This is my second favorite event of the Hamptons after the Hampton Classic.
And let me ask, what is your first?
The Hampton Classic.
The Hampton Classic, and we love being part of that event with you. We're one of your official Long Island TV stations.
Absolutely, yes, our official TV partner, absolutely. We love having you there, and we look forward to working with you every year.
Well, we love being there and giving us the opportunity to share what that event is all about, similar to what we're doing tonight. This is a stellar event, and it means a lot. It means a lot to the community. This organization, like the Hampton Classic, it goes to scholarships. It goes to, in your case, promoting and supporting
Southampton Hospital.
Hospital.
So we give an annual contribution to Southampton Hospital, and the Hampton Classic is actually a nonprofit in its own right as an amateur sporting event. We support, in addition to Southampton Hospital, about 100 other nonprofit organizations on the east end of Long Island related to animal welfare and equestrian sports, and lots of different charities that we work with as well. And so we are really proud to be a part of the community and to be in an event that's been going on for 42 years now.
Tonight's event is a sellout, none to be had. Hampton Classic, it's a few weeks away. We invite our viewers to go to hamptonclassic.com.
Exactly.
Get your tickets.
Yes,
great seats.
Great seats. Grandstand tickets are still available. There's still some VIP tables available. And during the week, actually, is a great time to come, too. You don't need a reserved seat in the grandstands during the week. You can just pay your $20 for a whole carload of people and come enjoy any seat in the house. So it's a really fun event. And we're going to have extended shopping this year on Friday till 6:30. So that's a great day to come. That's the day that we have the $86,000 Douglas Elliman Grand Prix qualifier presented by Longines, and so we'll have extended shopping and the Grand Prix qualifier, and that's when our Jump for Charity event's taking place too, so people can cheer on. We have 10 different charities that are paired with some key riders in that competition.
Excellent. Looking forward to it, Hampton Classic. Thank you, Jeanette, for all that you and your wonderful staff do. You do amazing work for the community, for all of us. Hampton Classic, can't wait to see you there.
Looking forward to it, thanks.
Thank you. Roman Roth, Wolfer Estates, Vineyards and Stables. This is our host here at this beautiful Chefs in Champaign. You know, we've come a long way together, because I remember when you started working for Christian Wolfer.
I'm getting blonder and blonder every year.
Oh, but look what's occurred. World-class
This is the 20th Chefs and Champagne we're hosting at Wolfer Estate, so we're really excited. It's the 30th anniversary for James Beard and 20 years at Wolfer Estate Chefs and Champagne. So pretty cool.
Wow. Well, you must be a happy man because you make a lot of people happy. This is the famous Wolfer Rosé.
Well, we make wonderful rosés, wonderful red wines, and what's nice is that we make such food-friendly wines. And with all these great chefs, there's really no better place to showcase these wines than at this event.
Wolfer Estates vineyards, you have your wine tastings, you have a number of locations here. Tell us about your businesses here on the east end of Long Island.
Well, we have Joey and Mark Wolfer as the proprietors. I'm a partner. And now, well, obviously the winery has become a big hit and the wine stand is really popular and people can experience a real vineyard by visiting. And then, of course, Joey and Mark, they started the Wolfer Kitchen in Sag Harbor this year in Amagansett. And it opens up a whole new amount of people who never really experienced the winery in Amagansett, for example. And again, the same theme, food and wine go together. And our wine style, one of my biggest important goals is food friendliness. And the perfect place to show it at restaurants. And here then we make the cider now at Wolfer Estate, the apple cider from the Halsey farm from Bridgehampton and from a farm in Rochester. Has become a big leg for us to stand on. It's very popular with lots of young people. And you know, lots of wineries have lots of wonderful old customers, but to get young people excited is an amazing thing. And we have so many young people who love our rosé, our cider, Verjus, the red wines now.
Well, thank you for what you do for the community, for this James Beard Foundation, Chefs and Champagne. It wouldn't be possible without the exquisite place you give the James Beard Foundation to host this great event here at Wolfer Estates.
Well, we love the James Beard Foundation. They have a wonderful team to work with, and that's why we work together.
We invite our viewers, go to Wolfer.
Cheers.
Anytime during the year. Cheers. We're with Chef Brian Chewing, and you've got something special for our guests here.
Yes, I do. It's a chilled corn soup with duck confit and a tuna tartare taco.
Wow.
Yeah, grilled pineapple, little avocado puree, black truffle on the soup. I mean, we're going through quite a bit of them.
Yeah, people love what you're offering, Chef Brian. So
good.
tell me, where are you from? What is your restaurant?
Wolfer Kitchen in both Amagansett and Sag Harbor.
So you're the new Wolfer addition to the restaurant business here on the East End.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you've got some great wines there also.
Yeah, amazing wines. Yep, started about 2 years ago in Sag Harbor, and then we just opened a place in Amagansett about 2.5 months ago.
Well, congratulations. Great Wolfer name. Tokyo is represented here at the Chefs and Champagne. Your name, sir?
My name is Humio Yonezawa.
And your restaurant?
The John George Tokyo.
Wow, John George Tokyo, and you're here, Chefs and Champagne. And what have you prepared for our guests?
So I'm two kinds of the food that prepared. The one is the chilled corn with the freeze-dried soy, and the miso peanut with millet and mint.
Wow, exciting! And being here in the Hamptons, are you having fun?
Yeah, it's great. Like it's supposed to be it's pretty scared about it rain and really windy, but it's a party started. It's like a sun is coming out.
The sun is bright, and you're going to be feeding thousands of people who are part of Chefs and Champagne, and your restaurant is world renowned, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. No, it's so many people. I can see people having a good time.
Excellent. Well, thank you for coming and being part of this event.
Yeah, thank you very much.
The people behind the James Beard Foundation and this event, this is Shelley Menajid, and you know every chef that's here. I know that you know.
Yes, I know, yes. I personally invite every chef that is cooking at this event, yes. Many of them are my friends.
And in a little while, you're going to be giving them certificates and giving them, and honoring them for being here.
We appreciate the service and the delicious food that they give us and the support that they offer the James Beard Foundation. Yes, they get a certificate for having participated. They get a fabulous gift bag, actually 2 gift bags, and from our wonderful sponsors. And they are so happy, and we throw them a party afterwards.
You sure do.
Yes.
But more importantly than that, the prestige of being part of the James Beard Foundation. The integrity of this organization is second to none.
Yes, and the chefs appreciate how we aid them in their participation here. But yes, they really they like doing this event. They like what we have to offer them. Exactly.
So for our viewers, you select chefs from all over, I'll say the city, but I also saw somebody from Tokyo.
We have one of our sponsors, Gokokuya, who brought in a Jean-Georges chef. I'd like to say I can pronounce his name, but I can't, so my apologies. He's wonderful, and we have very special treats from Tokyo, Jean-Georges Tokyo.
You select people from all over, I'll say the world, because the James Beard Foundation is national. You guys do events in Chicago and other places in the country. It's an amazing organization. The integrity, the prestige, it's like a university.
It truly is, and I've been a part of the foundation for over 25 years. This is my 20th Chefs in Champagne as well, and I'm so happy to be a part of what we offer the community, how we respect and how we honor our chefs and the culinarians, yes.
Well, I want our viewers to know this is the lady who, with her staff, selects the chefs that come here and wow us, yes, and give us all their best. And I'm
happy to do it.
Well, continued success to you,
Thank you,
and your staff and what the James Beard Foundation. I often wonder, what would James Beard say if he was able to see what occurred, and I think he'd be very happy.
He'd be very happy, and I don't think you can catch him to talk because he'd be eating.
Well, absolutely, and he'd be very proud that you selected Marcus Samuelsson.
Marcus is amazing.
He embodies everything.
Marcus is absolutely, his hospitality, his nature, his cooking, his personality, everything. You couldn't have picked a better person.
And we're with Chef Dominic Rice of Calissa, a East End watermill restaurant.
Absolutely. We're a restaurant that does Mykonos cuisine, which is one of the islands in Greece. A lot of seafood-centric, really social environment, and we're happy to be out here. We opened this May, and looking forward to having everybody come in and see us.
Well, it's watermill.
Yeah.
You've got some very upscale clientele there, and from what I hear, your restaurant, Calissa, is the must go here in the Hamptons. Tell us what you've brought for our...
We brought some taste of the summers intertwined with a little bit of our Montauk Fluke, the little flavors of the season with Castelvetrano olive puree, a little bit of lime, watermelon from Halsey Farms, and watermelon radishes with basil.
So you're, again, it's from the farm to the table.
From the farm to the table, from the island to the table.
Excellent. You're going to be open all year round?
No, we're gonna close up in about mid-October. So and then it'll be May to October. So we're going to be seasonal.
All right. So this is truly a summer seasonal restaurant.
Absolutely.
Congratulations on being selected to be part of Chefs in Champagne, and we invite our viewers go to Watermill and experience the great Chef Rice creations.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be part of the James Beard event and have everybody come in and see us and taste our food.
We need some dessert.
We need some dessert. We have a beautiful chocolate mousse. It's a triple layer chocolate cake. And then we have eatable gold on top. We have a beautiful lemon bar bites and a cream puff.
So this is Chef Catalina Perego, and you're with Citarella.
Yes, we are in Citarella, and we have a multiple location. You can enjoy in the city, New York City, in Hampton, in Connecticut. We are very popular.
Congratulations. This is a big honor to be here at Chefs in Champagne. And as a chef, tell us about yourself. You're from Italy originally?
I come from Milano. And then my experience is all over around the world. I joined Citarella 7 years ago, and I'm helping Mr. Joe Guerrera to extending all the business.
Thank you for bringing dessert to our Chefs in Champagne. Continued success, Catalina.
Thank you so much. Welcome.
Good evening, everyone. Hello. I'm Susan Ungaro, president of the James Beard Foundation, and we're going to ask for those of you who are around the stage, thank you for coming to listen in on what is really a very important part of our incredible Party with a Purpose. I want to welcome you all here to Wolfer Estate Vineyard, on this beautiful, beautiful day. I know we all didn't think it was going to turn out that way, but it's the best ever. This is my 12th. But for over 25 years now, our foundation has been honoring the greatest culinary stars of our culinary world. People like Julia Child and Jacques Pepin, people like Thomas Keller, the late Charlie Trotter, Martha Stewart, Carla Hall. At the best party here in the Hamptons, Chefs and Champagne. And we're so glad that you've all joined us, especially today. But it's especially exciting, Marcus, for us to be honoring Chef Marcus Samuelsson. Marcus, you really are New York and America's favorite chef, one of the best in America. But also, for those of you who've been to our event before, you know that Marcus is also a great friend of the foundation. It's just especially exciting, of course, this year to be honoring him, because he's been here before with all the other chefs around the tent, honoring some of the great chefs that have come before him. You know, Marcus is well known among so many people from his awards. He's a multiple James Beard Award winner. He's a television star. He's an author, a humanitarian, and recently a father. He's got a 1-year-old son going on. But in addition to winning several James Beard Awards, including Rising Star Chef, Best Chef New York City, being inducted into the Who's Who of Food and Beverage in America, awards for his books, Soul the New Cuisine, and Yes Chef. He also holds the distinction of having cooked the most James Beard dinners, fundraising dinners at the Beard House ever. It's close to 25. But you know, Marcus's generosity really has no bounds. You know, since he started Red Rooster in 2010 and launched Harlem Eat Up Food Festival, I really feel like you've basically placed a shining spotlight on Harlem, the culinary creativeness and the economic vitality of Harlem with Harlem Eats Up. Also, some of you probably know this, but he was the first chef to cook the Obama's first state dinner. He's done so many incredible things. As a humanitarian, he served as an ambassador for UNICEF. He won, I think, $100,000 for UNICEF. He also has competed in other television competitions. He is now co-chair of CCAP, which awards millions of dollars of scholarships to underserved high school students. And I believe you also did a competition where you won $50,000 for CCAP. So really, you know, all of us who had the privilege of knowing and working with you really think that you are just awesome. So he is awesome. But before we raise a glass of champagne or whatever you have in your hands to our wonderful chef, Marcus Samuelsson, our honoree, we have a lot of people to thank. First of all, our hosts here at Wolfer Estate Vineyards. The general manager, Max Rohn, the children of Christian Wolfer. This will be the 12th year that we're awarding a scholarship in the Christian Wolfer's name. His children, Max and Joey, but most especially, 12 years now I've been working with the Wolfer Estate's partner and great winemaker, Roman Roth. I want to thank Roman for all he does for our foundation. He's even performed and sang at the Beard House dinners. We're also delighted to have over 35 chefs cooking these incredible tasties that you're all enjoying right now around the tent, and there'll be more to go when we're done with the presentation. And I just want to tell you that an event like this would not be possible without incredible sponsors supporting the James Beard Foundation. Our hosts, the Wolfer wines and ciders, but also champagne. Mark Twain once said, "Too much of anything is bad, but too much champagne is just right." I think we all agree with that. But I also must thank our champagne sponsor, Champagne Baron de Rothschild. And a special thank you to Mark Tao, president of Palm Bay International, and Susan Ann Cosgrove, who donated this incredible champagne tonight. We'll also have special thanks to Audi tonight. You've seen their beautiful cars around. Audi has been a generous sponsor for 4 years now, and they are donating $5,000 this year to a Christian Wolfer Scholarship for next year. So we really appreciate that to Audi of America and Natalie Carpenter. Thank you so much. Also, the kinds of tastings you've had tonight would not be possible without other major sponsors. So please bear with me as I list all of these incredible sponsors. Alfredo Prodotti, Big Green Egg, Brewery Omegan, Fresh Direct and Food Kick, Goku Kaya, Hamptons.com, Hamptons Magazine, Kamut, Melissa's Produce, Newman's Kitchen Events and Catering, our VIP after party sponsor. So for those of you who are staying as VIPs, big party tonight. Ritz-Carlton Residencies at Miami Beach, Royal Cup Coffee and Tea, Saratoga Spring Water, Tito's Handmade Vodka, Verterra Dinnerware, WVH-TV in the Hamptons Television, and Windstar Cruises, the official cruise line of the James Beard Foundation. Plus we have other special supporters, AFR Furnishings, Chefware, Citarella, and Sag Harbor Florist. But of course, a day like today really wouldn't be possible with the incredible people that I get to work with every day at the James Beard Foundation. You've seen them, some of the people you know. I'm not going to name them because there's too many of them, but the staff at the James Beard Foundation, along with Marcus, are just awesome. Also, a foundation can't do as good a job as we do without a wonderful board of trustees. We have a few trustees with us here today. Our chair, Fred Siegel, also David Rivkin, and Trevor Guthrie. And we have a host committee who have been incredible, helping us make sure that all of you want to come here year after year. And our host committee this year, I must thank them, Todd Buchanan, Nicole Delma, Crystalyn Hummel, Heath Miller, and Michael Schiller. Thank you. We like to say that this is a party with a purpose. And by joining us today and bidding on our silent auctions, you are helping us raise money for our mission to celebrate, nurture, and honor chefs and other thought leaders who are making this food culture more diverse, delicious, and sustainable for everyone. I'm really proud of the fact that since 1991, we have awarded over $7 million in scholarships to deserving students. Some of them are here on the stage with me this evening. In fact, this year's Christian Wolfer Scholarship is Jordan Werner. Jordan, she's a food writer. She got her BS in Animal Science from the University of Vermont. She's a Julia Child Fellow at the Heritage Radio Network, and she's pursuing a graduate degree in food and beverage at NYU Steinhardt School. We're so delighted you're with us today, Jordan. You're our 12th Christian Wolfer Scholarship recipient. And we have a few other really talented young people with us today who've won past scholarships, including Luis Reyes, who was awarded the 2017 National Scholars Award. He was valedictorian at New York City's Food and Finance High School, and will be attending his first year at the CIA in Hyde Park. Good to have you with us, Luis. Also joining us is Erlene Cruz, our 2016 National Scholar recipient who graduated from NYU, and she has started a nonprofit social media business called Kitchen Connection. Check it out at kitchenconnection.org. Congratulations, Erlene. And last but not least is someone many of you who come year over year know. She's from Sagaponack, Christina Castle. She's won several James Beard scholarships through the years, and right now she's giving back by being an 8th grade teacher at the Southampton Intermediate School. It's really wonderful to have all of you with us today. And they had a chance to, meet with Marcus and talk and maybe get some tips, right, Marcus? Well, a few years ago, the poet laureate, Charles Sinnott, was asked, what's the secret to happiness? And you know what he said? Learn how to cook. The secret to happiness. And maybe drink some champagne and great wine. But certainly scholarships like ours boost happiness, but also talented chefs like Marcus Samuelsson, who I'd like you to come up over here now. Don't be so far away. Also have boosted the happiness of so many people. Marcus, it gives us a great pleasure to honor you today because of everything you've done for the food world. You're a great mentor, a role model to students and to other chefs, like the chefs cooking around this tent. You have done so much. Every time the James Beard Foundation asks him to do us another favor, to help us at a fundraiser, he says yes. But he does that for so many other nonprofits. And that is a testament to you. And why all of you came out today, because we were honoring you, Marcus, and all the chefs cooking. This crowd is a testament to you. Thank you. Yeah. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you. Well, first of all, what a good party. Like, James Beard House knows how to throw a great party. And at Welfare Estate, it's now been, what is it, like the 15th, the 30th? 20th year right here. So I think this event is something that I remember coming to as a young cook, looking up to the left and right and seeing icons like John George, Bobby Flay, or Daniel Boulou right next to me. But it's not only about the star chef, it's also about all the people that work behind the scenes, like people like Mildred, that I always think about when I think about the Beard House. Someone like my fellow dance son, Yvonne Miller, that coordinate, and all of these people that are here behind the scene and making this awesome. I want to thank you to all the guests that comes out and support us every year. The talent and the diversity that comes out of these programs, the scholarship wouldn't happen without you guys. And I want to give a big shout out to all the chefs that are cooking, that have to get up early in the morning to pack their vans and drive out here and then figure out if they're going to stay or if they're going to drive back. All these chefs are amazing, and go and visit them when you come into the city too. And you don't know who's going to be the next Julia, Shaq, or Daniel Boulou out of these places. So, and the other thing I want to say thank you to is to all my friends and partners. Without them, it wouldn't be possible. My dear friend Philip Balls has been with me from the very beginning on this journey. Thank you, Philip. I have my friend Herb Carlitz here, that together we built Holly Beard Up, and all the other good friends and family here. Thank you to the Beard House. Thank you to Welfare Estate. Now, drink some rosé, drink some champagne, have fun, party, and go and bid on the silent auction. And you know what? Have fun tonight. Thank you so much for coming out. Enjoy. Thank you.
We did it.
Thanks, Shelley Menage, who produces this event. Shelley, thank you. And again, thanks to all of the great team at the James Beard Foundation. We couldn't put on this great event without the wonderful people that I work with and Shelley works with. So we're going to introduce all the chefs tonight who have made our Chefs in Champagne this year one of the best ever, and one of the coolest ever in two ways of that definition. Wouldn't you say? It was a beautiful day, cool chefs and cool weather. Thank you.
Thank you, Susie. It's been an honor and a pleasure to be working with you. Thank you. So I'm going to start right off with the A's. We're going to bring the chefs up. They're going to come across, and then we're going to send them outside for a photo op. Starting with Matt Abdu from Pig Beach in Brooklyn and Pig Blizzard, New York City. Thank you, Matt. Just come on up. Champagne. James Ahern from Verde Wine Bar in Deer Park, New York. Greg Backstrom from the Olmsted.
Chair, please. Come on down. Hey. All right. Everyone come back behind the lights, thank you! The 2017 James Beard Chef. Thank you! Looking right up here, woo!
Thank you for joining us here at Welfare Estates for the James Beard Foundation's Chefs and Champagne 2017. For more information, visit jamesbeard.org. For WVVH-TV, I'm Ernie Shimizi.
Thank you! Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
you so much. Perfect. Good.